Alright, so it's been a couple days, and all the Sarracenias have finished flowering. I only pollinated these two. The others I left untouched because I'm trying to keep the pollen grains intact for whenever my Peperea here blooms, so I can hopefully get some cool hybrids out of that. But I've just been letting everything do their own thing, pretty much. Here's a Flava something. I'll have to get the tags, but the fly traps in here are starting to come up and they are looking fantastic. Some of them even have blood red interiors, and we have some nice little Oreophila seedlings here. Super cute little things. Here's another Flava here, and then we have some more over here starting to flower, or sorry, starting to picture, but they have already flowered. Here's an Oreophila, and here's another Flava. This one is kind of full from where I watered everything. The picture came out a little bit wonky, but I don't think it'll matter too much to the plant as it puts up more. I do need to drain out the pitcher. Let me do that real quick. Right, the pitcher has been drained completely. Anywho, I'm very sticky now. Pinguicula primuliflora is starting to flower. Peperea. And down here we have some brevifolia and some other little sundews. Lots of seedlings in here. Super cute little things. Mostly Capensis. Blankenscough. Location data Capensis. And then we have our typical Capensis alba, which is looking fantastic and is starting to flower. And here we have some more Capensis alba. These guys are looking fantastic as well. Not really gonna move this one because it's got the King Henry trap sitting on it, but you can see the petals on, or the petals starting to come out on the rotundifolia there. They don't bloom for long. I did want to show you guys these. These are my cell plants, and they are flowering size. However, they are covered up by sand currently, but once summer gets here, I'm sure they'll really kick into growth. And that's really what I'm trying to do in here, is speed things up. And here's a little lava rock with some pygmy sundews on it. Gorgeous little things. Some typical fly traps from Walmart. You can see they have that nice coloration. Bug bat is starting to picture and take off. Usually this is one of the first ones up, but it was actually one of the last this year. There's a sundew in here somewhere. Oh, he's back there. Intermediate, I think. And then we have some more Drosera seedlings in with my Sarracenia leucophila seedlings. And then we have some Peperea seedlings over here, some sphagnum moss that I'm trying to get going. Here's just a typical pot of Lowe's flat traps. The ones from Lowe's are usually a lot bigger than the ones from Walmart, I've noticed. In the springtime, you can see there's Walmart, here's Lowe's. And they're planted in the same thing, except that one's just white sand instead of black sand. And then all of these in here are just divisions of B52s, dentaes, and random things. Yeah, and then we have Tracii back here, which is starting to flower as well. Lots of Drosera starting to flower. I'm super excited for all the seeds. And we have an Australian sundew here. Let me see if I can set this guy somewhere. This is Drosera palliaceae, or Palakia. I don't really know how to say the name. There you go. This is from California Carnivores. Super gorgeous plant. Very full. There we go. Another pygmy sundew. These are Drosera callistos. And there are tons and tons and tons of little tiny Capensis and Bermanii seedlings. And there's one brevifolia in here, and these are from Jeremiah Harris. Here's some more palette. Whatever that is, it's the giant form. I have tons and tons of pots of Jam A. I think I have 4 pots full of Jam A, and they're also in everything else. So it's a win-win. You can see there's one here in this little B52 pot. But I'm super, super excited for Rotundifolia. I have about 4 in my collection, and they have all started to put on some nice growth. And all the flat traps have started to put on flower stalks finally, and my little Sarracenia seedlings have started to picture again, which is amazeballs. Here's a little Sarracenia flava seedling I have grown over the years, and it is starting to put on some nice sized pictures finally. Just can't wait till it gets about this big. Let's see here. I don't know where to start, Nepenthes or over there. We'll start with the Nepenthes, but actually we'll take you around here. This is my Ventrata. I know you guys all probably remember this guy. I brought it in here about 2 weeks ago. In the last video, I don't think it was in here because it was outside. However, I did bring it in here. You can see it's missing a lot of the umph it had. However, this guy has started putting on some nice growth, as he was down here when I brought him in, and he's up to here. So he's doing great. It hasn't really pictured much since it's been in here, but we are starting to get some nice new pictures coming in, hopefully, because I think this plant is in shock, if I'm being honest. I did let it get a little too chilly in here for its liking, so it kind of, yeah, a lot of the tendrils kind of went black on me. Monstera deliciosa over here. I brought this guy in here, I want to say 2-3 days ago. Oops. Just putting out this new leaf. It's actually putting out a lot of growth, and it's not a big plant. You can see here, just a typical Walmart size plant. The orchids have started to do their thing. Still no signs of growth on the bald cypress here. However, I do know that this guy is alive because the roots are very much alive down in there. This one, again, no signs of growth, and I did kind of, you know, trim it up until it had nothing. Here is some random orchid that I've had forever. Yeah, that's that. Anyways, moving on to the Nepenthes. I am going to sit for this. Oh, some new growth on the sago here. Just noticed that. This means my others are starting to as well. Oh yeah, this one is. Huh. But anyways, here is my Hookeriana. I just brought this guy out because it is a lowlander, so it likes warmer weather. And it did experience a frost. You can see half the pictures are gone, and some of the leaves did get a little bit burnt, but it's okay. This is the first picture after. I personally like the smaller pictures. They remind me more of Ampullaria. Here's a nice one. Look at the stripes on that guy. Gorgeous thing. Truncata, again, experienced frost. Kinda in shock. It's putting out a picture, 2 pictures actually. So, yeah, this guy's doing great. Where's Witch Philodendron is also doing great. Just put out this new leaf. Oh, this is one big shocker, I know. Ventricosa has absolutely not missed a beat. This guy is chugging along. This picture is wonderful. Really, really tubby. Super hourglassy. I am in love with it. And then, of course, we have the little one in the back here, starting to make larger pictures as well. Let's see here. There's an older one. Oh, there's a nice one. Super, super colorful peristome. I don't know if you can see the the lighter color with a darker interior. Glabrata just started to see what I mean by the pygmy sundews are everywhere. They're in the pot. But this guy's just starting to picture again. Cibrinensis ventricosa, obviously. This guy was inside. Don't want to lose such a stunner and sized plant like that. Like, oh my gosh, I would probably cry. Ventricosa hamata also in the house. Wouldn't want to lose this guy either. He's starting to picture everywhere. There are basils coming up again. Every spring, this guy just sends out more and more basils. Platykyla, crossed with Spectabilis, starting to picture. I've been trying to keep up on watering. I do let this tray down here dry out completely before I fill it back up. About, I want to say half an inch. Here is my Nepenthes Gaia, or Gaia, sorry, my finger was in the way. I've had this one since it was a little tiny little thing, and I was trying to rehab it, and it looks like it has came back from the worst that it's been through. Sorry, I'm trying to maneuver around this wire here, and it's not working out. Gracilis here, doing great, starting to picture. Basil's down in there. I think this is Lady Luck or Bloody Mary. One of the two. It's a Ventricosa ampullaria hybrid. I think we have some pygmy sundews. These are some JMA that I planted. You can see how tiny they are. There's about 20 of them in there. And I just wanted a bigger pot of them instead of that tiny little terracotta thing I got going on. Some sphagnum back there I was trying to culture. Sunflowers are looking a little wonky up in here, but it's okay. Pine berries, gorgeous things. Just wish they would make some pine berries. Tycon, you know, the usual. Pretty stiff plant. I'm just waiting on it to throw out another leaf. Another Where's the Witch Deer cutting. And that's the main stalk. And then here's the head. But, yeah, it's throwing out some new growth, which is nice. And I don't really want to go outside, so I'm gonna stop the video. Yeah. And out there is my Christmas palm. I don't really feel like going outside because it's kind of chilly. I think it's 40s, upper 40s. So I'm just gonna stay in here, and I'm gonna leave you guys with the view of the carnivores. Thank you for watching.